guess what? So Zelensky takes a picture with this guy. This guy's his bodyguard, and he's wearing a Nazi patch. I'm not making it up. Not Ukraine's Jewish president being guarded by a guy with an SS I can't say that word, patch. That's German for some Nazi shit. So you want to see it? Here it is. So here it is. So that's that guy. We're all taking the selfies. Here, we'll zone in. And what is that up? What does that look like? That's what it looks like. It's even worse than you think because of this little symbol here. I'll tell you in a second. Here is an and then, so this guy with a Ukraine flag says, here is an example of how foreign, even American pro-Russian journalists and political parties Photoshop Nazi symbols on Ukraine soldiers in order to accuse Ukraine of Nazism. You don't have to Photoshop it. That's the whole thing.
We know that's not Photoshop because Ukraine posted the picture themselves on their own Zelensky social media accounts, and they silently deleted it today.
Yes. So here, see how, and now. So is that photoshopped? Is that photoshopped? Is that photoshopped?
He's done it again! That is a fact! You fucking little bastard! He's done it again! You dirty bastard! You've done it again!
Every time you see a picture of a Ukrainian soldier or if they got a Nazi tattoo or a thing, they can't help it. And here it is. The Gray Zone did an article on it. Alexander Rubinstein says Zelensky quietly deletes photo of his bodyguard's pro-Hitler patch. On September 13th, the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky made a surprise trip to the city of Izyum, is that how you say it? In the Kharkiv region for a photo op following his military's recapture of the town from Russian forces. During the visit, a soldier who appeared to be guarding Zelensky was photographed wearing a Nazi-inspired patch on his uniform. When the image drew criticism on social media, the Ukrainian president's official Telegram and Facebook account quietly deleted it. Social media, better than doing it loudly, I guess. Hey, we're getting rid of this, everybody! Social media users quickly identified the symbol. It was derived from the Totenkopf, I don't know if that's how you say it, German. It's German for death's head. And it's an insignia that was widely used in Nazi Germany. Badges incorporating the skull and bones motif were popularized by Germany's death head units, whose original task was to serve as guards at concentration camps. Zelensky's bodyguard. Zelensky's Jewish. How could that be?
He's Jewish.
How could he be? He's Jewish. Zelensky's bodyguard appeared to sport a slightly altered version of Jon Stewart's Jewish. How can he give a medal to a Nazi? Jon Stewart's Jewish. It was missing the crossbones and the skull, and it was wearing a helmet. So that's a little bit of a difference. However, this reporter was able to find 3 online vendors based in Ukraine that sell that patch, which is branded the Operator Skull and manufactured by a company called, so now it's spelled R3ICH, but if you read it, it's supposed to say Reich. And that's an explicit reference to Nazi Germany, sure. And whoever says war has destroyed all the industry in Ukraine, the Reich company must be going like gangbusters with all the business they're getting from Ukrainian soldiers alone. Am I right? Wow, you want to make some money in Ukraine? Open up a Nazi symbol manufacturing plant. Wow, what?
That's exactly. You know, Zelensky made that joke before he was president. He was doing like some sort of a TV show, and he said something about trying to purchase Mein Kampf in Ukraine, but it was all sold out.
No.
Yes. He made that joke before he was president.
I don't think that's a joke. I think that's just a reporting of facts. While a clear and sizable shot of the insignia decorating Zelensky's apparent bodyguard has yet to emerge, enhanced renderings of the image demonstrate he was clearly sporting the same design manufactured by Reich. Both badges, wouldn't it be funny if you found out that was owned by Robert Reich, the former labor secretary under Clinton? Both badges feature a skull wearing a helmet. The headgear is virtually identical. The nose and eyes holes share the same amount of space between them. The silhouettes are indistinguishable, and the tally marks drawn on the helmet appear in the same location. A closer look at the Reich's operator skull patch, this is it, reveals an even more disturbing detail. A skeleton key. This right here, see this? That's a skeleton. Is that what that right?
Mm-hmm.
A skeleton key displayed at the top right of the helmet is a clear reference to SS Division. I can't say that name. It was an SS, Hitler's personal bodyguard unit. That's what this is from. That's what that's from. And that's not on the right side of the helmet. That would be on the left side of the helmet. But I get you. What's more, the Reich Company's operator skull patch seems quite popular in Ukraine. Of the 3 Ukraine-based online shops that sell this, that this reporter discovered were selling the Nazi emblem, none had any left in stock. Wow. I like referring to yourself as this reporter. I'm going to start doing that. This YouTube host could not find any. This YouTube host went looking for some Nazi insignia, and this YouTube host could not find any. This YouTube host was interviewing Jackson Hinkle. Jackson, this YouTube host wants to know, what do you think of this?
I'm not surprised. The only thing that still surprises me is that there's any, Ukraine flag accounts on Twitter that are still trying to put up the argument that there's no Nazis in Ukraine.
There's Nazis everywhere. That's what they say. There's Nazis everywhere. Yeah, but you could swing a dead cat in Ukraine and you can hit somebody with a Nazi tattoo. It's a little different than the United States. It's a little different.
A little bit different. So there you go. So if it was really photoshopped, why did Zelensky take it down from his Telegram? Yeah. How could you say it's photoshopped? Also, not just when they took it down, but like, what is this, the 10th time we've covered a story where they have like just egregious Nazi insignia displayed on their, troops' military garb that that Reuters publish, or like Associated Press publishes. Like they've done this so many times now. They had an Azov leader on like CNN to discuss the battle situation in Mariupol. Like they're not hiding it.
Ha! Jesus. They're not hiding it. Virginia Beach, Richmond, Arlington, San Jose, Miami, West Palm Beach. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for all the tickets and become a premium member while you're there.